Alright, so this is what's for lunch today. I'm having some celery with almond butter and two of the chicken thighs that I made yesterday. I know I didn't show, at least I don't think I showed yesterday what I ate from the chicken, but I only had two left, so I was pretty hungry. I ate, it was probably around 4 or 5 chicken thighs. They were pretty tiny though. And for breakfast, I also had a link of sausage that I didn't show. So, anyways, I'm gonna eat this up. So I'm just boiling some eggs for dinner. I had stuff to make the keto pork rolls, Asian wraps, I forget what you call it. Anyway, I've been eating those pretty often. They're so good. But I'm gonna make egg salad instead. Gonna let this it boiled. I'm gonna let it sit here for 15 minutes on the burner that's shut off, and usually it creates a good hard-boiled egg. Hey, you guys. Been sitting here for a few minutes. For some reason, it was hard for me to start this video. I guess I'm just thinking about what I want to say. Today was a pretty good day. Just busy with work and eating wise, I didn't eat anything for breakfast because I just wasn't really hungry. Especially like sometimes I'll wake up and like I don't know. I guess I question myself if I'm actually hungry. So if I think I'm hungry, I'll think, do I want to make eggs? And usually, if I'm not hungry for eggs, like if they don't sound appetizing, then I won't eat anything. I think that's kind of the same thing. Like sometimes I'll just eat out of boredom, and I'll ask myself, if I had salmon and broccoli right now, would I eat that? And if not, I'm not actually hungry. If that does sound good, then I really am hungry. I don't do that all the time, but I think in the morning, I'll ask myself if I'm hungry for eggs, and if I'm not, I'm probably not actually hungry. Sometimes I still just crave the junk in the morning. Um, but anyway, for so I take that back. I did before I left for work. I had one sausage. I had those Publix bratwursts that I made, I guess, a few days ago. I just ate one cold. I had that, and then lunch was the celery stick, almond butter. I just, I don't know. I was craving something kind of sweet, and I know the peanut butter is not actually sweet, but it's pretty fatty. I feel for myself sometimes the high fat satisfies that sweet tooth. So I guess that's kind of why I bought the celery and peanut butter, not peanut butter, almond butter. So I had a stock of that, and what else did I? Oh, the two chicken thighs. And I think I mentioned earlier how I didn't show what I ate yesterday, but yeah, I think I had like 5 of those chicken thighs yesterday. So pretty well, yeah. I showed you my Publix hauls, so you saw the 2 packs of chicken. I was kind of surprised I ate that much, but I ate all of that except 2 thighs. That was last night. So today I had the 2 remaining, and now I'm making hard boiling eggs to make some egg salad. I might put it on lettuce, maybe do egg salad boats on lettuce. Maybe. I don't know. I'd rather eat it on something than just eat it out of a bowl. So I'll probably do that. It's getting kind of late. It's like a little after 8:30, I think. Um, but I just kind of wanted to, not really a response, but just talk to Mary Fran. Her weight loss channel is No Excuses. I forget what the actual whole channel is, but if you YouTube No Excuses, I think you'll find it. But She said that she's starting Noom. So in one of my videos a while ago, someone commented on Noom, but I never looked into it. Um, First of all, I just want to say congratulations on making the decision to try something new. It's never a bad thing to try something new. So I think that's cool. And in the video that you put, I think it was today, you posted a few hours ago, you were talking about how calories are different, how all calories are not the same. And I believe that. Um, so many people nowadays, especially on YouTube, it's like it's funny. Sometimes on YouTube, it's like no matter what you do, you'll have people for it and against it. Um, like I saw in her video comments, someone said, I tried Noom, it did nothing for me. It's like it's I think it's funny how sometimes people try, I don't know what the word is for it, but they try to be like use reverse psychology and think they're clever by saying, "Oh, my experience was terrible. You're gonna probably fail, but good luck." It's like I hate when people do that. I don't know. I guess they do it on purpose, but yeah, you just have to ignore those comments. I've gotten a few of those. When I was doing carnivore, it was so many people were for it, against it. Like I don't know, it's funny honestly. I think in the long run, like even professionally written books, it's like you can always find information supporting a certain way of eating and not supporting that way of eating. So I think ultimately you just have to find what works for you. I don't think that I know that, but you have to find what works for you. Because like for me, if I eat highly processed food, ultra processed foods, or sugar, it's like I gain the weight super quick. Um, I think some people's body just metabolizes that stuff faster, or I don't know, their body just reacts differently to sugar. Maybe their insulin reacts different. Yeah, I don't really know the specifics, but I know for me, if I eat that stuff, I put the weight on fast, and I feel like my body retains weight too. Um, so I don't know if maybe you have that problem, Mary Fran, with carbs, but I know I do. A few years ago, my boss had me try Whole 30. I was doing, I'm pretty sure I was pretty consistent with keto, but I hit a plateau. And this is probably, I don't know how long ago. Probably like late 2018, maybe early 2019. But I hit a plateau, and she recommended I try a Whole 30. And it was pretty similar to, I was trying to do clean keto at the time. Well, I mean, I haven't always done clean keto, but anyway, I was doing keto, and I remember uh, looking at the Whole 30 diet plan and thinking how it was pretty similar to how I was already eating, except the one thing that was different is they allowed fruit. You could eat as much fruit as you wanted to. So my boss, she actually bought, I think they're called Luna bars. I forget what the primary ingredient is. I don't know. I can't remember if they had oats in them. I think they did have oats. Can't remember now. But they were sweetened with dates. Um, so she gave me a couple of those to try, and they were okay. Um, but that diet allowed you to eat as much fruit as you wanted to. Hey Google, stop. My timer for the eggs. Sorry. But my problem was when I started the Whole 30, I was overindulging in bananas. I like bananas and what other type of fruit I was eating. I think it was mostly bananas, oranges. I like grapefruit. Oh, that's right. I'm pretty sure you could also eat honey on Whole 30. So like grapefruit and honey, I love that. So I was overeating on fruit, and my problem was, although a lot of people think fruit's just healthy, regardless of what fruit you're eating or how much fruit you eat, it's healthy. But Fruit definitely has nutrients. However, it still has fructose, and fructose affects your blood sugar the same way any other type of sugar does. Whether it be granulated sugar, corn syrup, it's going to affect your blood sugar. Same thing as honey. Honey is natural, but still affects your blood sugar. So I found what my problem was I started giving in to those cravings of fruit all the time, and I think once I ate four or five bananas in one sitting because the diet said you could eat as much fruit as you wanted to. But my problem was now if I stuck to that, I don't know, maybe I would have maintained or maybe I would have lost weight. I'm not too sure. But my problem was I started getting cravings for the other the other more sugars, basically. I think probably my sugar was spiking, then it was crashing, then it made me hungry. So I was craving more sugar, which eventually leads into ultra processed foods, and I gained the weight back. Um, so you just have to. I mean, I'm not saying you're eating like that with fruit, but I'm just pretty much I said that is because you just have to find what works for yourself. It's like the Whole 30 for me. Like eating fruit is like a gateway drug. It's like it leads me to want to eat more sugar and then eventually ultra processed foods. It just kind of happens naturally these days of eating sugar or wanting sugar. Just pretty much it's in all ultra processed food. So that diet, it's like it may have worked for some people. I guess it worked for her, but my boss. But for me, it was just it affected my that dopamine response of wanting sugar. It just affected me too much, and that's when I started gaining weight back. But you mentioned about not all calories are the same. Yeah, I mean that's 100% accurate. Calories affect your body, affect hormones differently. If you eat sugar, that's going to release insulin. Insulin is the hormone in your body that tells your body to store fat. I know there's other hormones involved, but that's like the primary job of insulin. If you eat 100 calories of sugar, you're going to spike your insulin. If you eat 100 calories of broccoli, it's not going to do the same. It's not going to have the same effect on you. So I know a lot of people just want to say count calories, and I know you said that Noom is a calorie counting program, but I don't know if that information of knowing all calories are different came from Noom or you just know that yourself. But hopefully, well, I don't know. Hopefully, but I think maybe it's best if they do realize that sugar calories from sugar is different than calories from protein or fat. So hopefully that's part of the program. Hopefully they take that into consideration. But I don't know if I recommended on the channel before, but this book is like awesome. The Obesity Code by Jason Fung. Pretty much he talks about exactly that. I think Mary Fran. I think maybe I mentioned it like a few months ago. I think maybe you said you read it. I can't remember now. But Jason Fung just talks about the way hormones affect your body, and he also talks about fasting, how he believes, which makes total sense to me. It's like you have to have a time for your body to utilize the stored fat. It's like if you're constantly eating, like some people believe you should have 5 meals a day or 3 meals and 2 snacks. You're eating constantly. When does your body have time to burn the stored fat? I mean, just my logic and reasoning that tells me that makes complete sense. It's like, yeah, if you always have something in your belly, your body's going to be working on that for energy first. Um, so that makes sense. So he talks about fasting, and he believes in intermittent fasting. There's a lot of different programs you can do. Find what works for you. But if you haven't read that book, you should definitely read it. It made me think of that because you mentioned how all calories are not the same. Um, it's really true. So many people nowadays just want to tell you a calorie is a calorie. Like there's so many complex systems in our body. It's like if you break your arm, your body has to utilize more energy, calories to heal your arm. And if you have excess calories, I mean, your body can. Uh, I'm pretty sure he talked about that in this book. Your body can utilize those extra calories for different processes in the body, like healing or healing, really healing anything. Um, Maybe like I don't know, working on your skin, improving skin and hair growth. It's like all these different systems in the body require energy, and all the calories from sugar may not energize your body the same way. But basically, I just wanted to say good luck with your journey on Noom. Definitely keep us posted. I'll be watching. Hope it works for you. And yeah, I mean, it sounds like that calories are different. So I think that's really a good thing to understand. And yeah, I'm anxious to see how Noom works for you. Maybe I'll try it if it works for you. Anyway, I guess that's all I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go make my egg salad now. Alright, so I just chopped up my eggs, and these are all of the ingredients that I'm going to put in the egg salad. Onion powder, Dijon mustard, salt, avocado mayo, oh yeah, and curry. I like curry and egg salad. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's pretty good. So I got my egg salad here with some lettuce leaves, and I'm just going to make little egg salad boats. So another thing I've been doing this evening was working on my game room, man cave, whatever you want to call it. It's my happy place. But I got a few more things, and it was a bit discombobulated. So I cleaned it up, rearranged some stuff, hung some stuff up. I think this room is like maxed out. Like I keep saying that, but then I managed to find more space. See, I'm a big Nintendo, Sega, mostly Sonic, Sega fan. Like I said, it's my happy place. I just love to sit in here. Sit in here and look at everything. There's a lot of like nostalgia. Well, obviously a lot of nostalgia for me with the video game stuff, but also a lot of things people gave me. Stuff, a few things from my grandparents. But yeah, I love this room.